Life does not wait for anyone, and neither does success. It belongs to those who take full responsibility for their actions, who stop waiting for validation, who no longer expect others to care about their dreams or struggles, because the truth is, no one will walk your path for you. No one else will carry your burden or shape your destiny. It is you who must decide the direction of your journey, and that begins with mastering your mind, not in a superficial way of just thinking positively, but in a deep and committed way of observing your thoughts, understanding your inner conflicts, questioning your fears, and breaking free from mental laziness that constantly seeks comfort instead of clarity, distraction instead of depth, pleasure instead of purpose. It means training your attention to remain centered in the present moment, because that is where all real work happens. Not in the regrets of the past, nor in the fantasies of the future, but here, in this breath, in this choice, in this effort. And when you begin to live like this, with awareness and discipline, you stop being a victim of moods or external circumstances and become the master of your direction. Discipline is not about forcing yourself into rigid routines. It is about aligning your daily actions with what truly matters, choosing what you need most over what you want now, knowing that temporary pleasure often leads to long-term suffering, while patient effort leads to lasting growth. This kind of discipline is not imposed from outside. It grows naturally when your mind is quiet and your intention is clear, because then there is no inner resistance, no confusion, only a silent joy in doing the right thing at the right time. Whether anyone sees it or not, whether it brings instant rewards or not, because real success is not always visible to others. It is something that happens inside first, an inner order, a deep fulfillment, a freedom from comparison and ego. When you stop depending on others to motivate you or believe in you, you become free to work silently, wisely, creatively, without the burden of proving anything to anyone. And this is how real power grows. Power that is calm, focused, and rooted in understanding, not arrogance or ambition. Every morning becomes a new opportunity to sharpen your mind like a tool, to build character like a sculpture, to live each task with care, to stay committed to your path without complaint, to bring excellence to your work not for praise but because it feels right, because mediocrity feels like betrayal once you've tasted clarity. And yes, there will be moments of doubt, failure, exhaustion, but these are not enemies. They are part of the process, tests that reveal whether your commitment is real or borrowed, whether your discipline is shallow or deep, and if you observe yourself honestly in those moments, without excuses, you will find the strength to go on, not through motivation, but through inner clarity that sees the long game, that knows there is no shortcut, no magical help coming from outside, only your quiet efforts shaping the future drop by drop, thought by thought, action by action. So ask yourself in silence, what am I doing with my time, my energy, my attention? Am I building a mind that serves my freedom or my fears? Am I choosing what strengthens me or what numbs me? Am I moving with awareness or merely reacting out of habit? And this self-questioning is not negative, it is the beginning of wisdom. Because only when you see clearly can you act correctly, and correct action is the foundation of all meaningful success. To master your life, master your days, and to master your days, master your thoughts. Because thought is where everything begins. It is the seed of every behavior, every emotion, every success and failure. And if you let undisciplined thoughts guide you, you become like a leaf in the wind, drifting without control. But if you observe your mind with patience and intensity, you begin to notice its patterns, its tricks, its excuses. And with that seeing comes a quiet power, a power to choose differently, to stop reacting and start responding, to replace complaining with action, to face difficulties not with panic but with clarity. And slowly, your work becomes a form of meditation. Your effort becomes joyful, not because it's easy, but because it's real. And in that reality, there is a deep satisfaction that no reward can match. You realize that success is not about reaching some external goal, but about being fully alive in what you do, awake in your choices, free in your actions, and peaceful in your mind. This is how you grow at work, in relationships, in life. Not by chasing fame or approval, but by developing inner discipline, calm intelligence, and a heart that is not afraid of silence, struggle, or solitude. You learn to trust your own insight, to walk your own path, to listen deeply to your conscience, and that gives you a different kind of confidence, not loud or showy, but rooted and still, like a tree that doesn't shout its strength, but stands firm in all weather. When you work like this, live like this, think like this, you begin to radiate something rare: authenticity, integrity, clarity. And people may not always understand you, but they will feel it. And more importantly, you will feel it, and that is enough. So give your best to each moment, not because someone is watching, but because it is your nature to give your best. And that is what it means to live rightly, to align your life not with the noise of the world, but with the quiet wisdom of the present moment, where right action arises without effort, where discipline is not a struggle but a joy, where success is not a goal, but a natural result of clarity, patience, and persistent self-awareness.